Alrighty, Roo, and cuckoo choo to you, and all my nobodies not watching out there. Moving on. I got through the poetry thing, wasn't too bad. Got a little weird at the end there, but whatever, not a big deal. Well, because it was a little sad, but I feel like I'm so bad with names. Feel like short stack. That's okay. No, I'm taking that one back. That's offensive. Even Indiana Jones doesn't say that anymore, and I'm so glad that that actor came back and was in, you know, Loki and like Everything Everywhere All the Time, because that's Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think it was one of the best movies I've seen in a very long time, and I loved him in Loki, and just he's amazing. Glad to see him back, but. Fun stuff, I'm gonna go with, fun size, that's fine. I think, I'm pretty sure that's fine. Hers was, I felt like she could have done better, but she sort of explained it, and I'm still like, okay. She deliberately wanted to be sad. Okay, cool. Anyway, moving on. Past the poetry section of our game here. Phew, I guess that's everyone. It better be! Why would you glance around the room? You're making me worry. There's no need, like... Don't you think they would have mentioned that, oh yeah, no, we have another member, they just didn't show up the day you showed up? Like... If I find somebody, I'm gonna be distressed. A little more stressful than I anticipated. No, I figured that's about the amount of stress that you should have expected. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. It's like, I think that's inside your head, dude. Like, as a person with anxiety and shit, like, I feel like that's, it didn't matter if everyone did great, it didn't matter if everyone did poorly, it doesn't matter how well you do. The whole point was it was basically a literary icebreaker. It's a creative icebreaker. I thought it was an interesting idea. It actually it's a little extreme as an icebreaker, but it fits the club theme, you know? And it's like, well, people don't have to take it seriously, or they can take it super seriously, and like they could get judged, and a lot of people won't go hard and some will, but I don't know, like, I thought that was a good idea. I thought it made sense to me, and it wasn't about being good or bad, it was about being vulnerable and doing the thing. So, you know, don't fret, buddy. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Well, no, I agree with that. You had a word bank and you had 20 words. You didn't get to choose the words. You didn't form complete sentences. It was hard to make anything coherent at all. I still think I did okay. Just saying. But also, maybe I didn't get like an achievement for it other than the time spent on it. But it's not like I had a lot to work with. It's not about you. This is a literature club, after all. And it's your first poem. Be kinder to yourself, dude. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. See, now you're like trying to shoo yourself out. No one is doing that. That is all on you. Be chill. Like, they were being honest and nice and good. You know, in their own, they were being themselves, and maybe all your feedback wasn't like super great, but that's their character and that's them being honest. You know, do you want everybody to just look at you and be like, oh my god, that was so good, you're the best poet ever, wow? No, because that wouldn't be sincere, that wouldn't be real. Each of them did their own thing, and it's not going to be all writing poems. This isn't a poetry club. It's a literary club, or literature club, and you know, please do start reading the book now that you don't have the poem homework thing. Because apparently you guys meet every day after school. I didn't realize that's how your club worked. Which, you know, cool. It's good. But there's only 4 of you, and you're the new one, and they did this at least this year, if not last year. It's not like, it doesn't feel like this thing has just been formed together. It seems like, you know, it's new, but you're part of it growing, and that's good. And you should be kind to yourself. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. See? Everything's good. Again, they're kind of like the head honchos in the sense that they were the first and second. You know, one created it, the second one was the first to join. You know, my eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Okay, so apparently we didn't do this in a efficient manner where everybody was doing that all at the same time, like it would make sense. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. I'm wondering, did they give each other the same poem that they gave me? We'll see. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Why? I really liked hers. I thought hers, in my opinion, hers was the best. I don't know if it was intended to be that way or it's just the first one, but I thought it had the most going on for it from a poet's perspective. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly, which I feel is sort of an appropriate response. What's with this language? Can I read thoughts? Or are they just whispering? Did you say something? Okay, no, it's okay. Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. It really wasn't? The writing's kind of fancy. It's not as curt and short and blunt and simple as yours. But it... Do you guys have like a rivalry here or what? Yours is cute. It's really not. It's really not. See? She's offended. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Yeah, okay, I wasn't wrong. It's sad and it's about not being happy about being a fucking human and thinking that it's better to be a bird or a horse, you know, etc. Cricket. Because at least they have something that makes them special. And in her opinion, her being human, all she can do is try, and trying isn't enough. Like, how can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. No, people can make suggestions to things that they don't like. You know? But, okay, I guess you'll take that position. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. That's like saying Sayori read it. It would have to be pretty distressing for Sayori not to be, like, positive about it. That's kind of her thing. And Technique did too. I, as a player, did not. My character kind of did. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Why you're unnecessarily spicy today, little one. Fun size. Why you gotta be all like that? First of all, please don't go like full Ghost Pepper here, like tiny but dangerous. Or is it Carolina Reaper? I don't remember which one's tinier, but they're fucking scary. Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. See, that seems like a hint to a hook to, like, if I had done well enough to pick all the right words that describe her as a character, she might have changed her writing style. Which I haven't yet. See. See, now she's offended because not only did you not like it, you offered some suggestions which she didn't want, but now she's hypocritically annoyed at you because you don't want her suggestions. She didn't even say, well, she under her breath said, you know, whether or not she said, what is this language? Oh, I guess it's fancy. Are her eyes like oscillating in their coloring, like in lightingness, or is that me? I can't tell. I can look at it. And technique like my poem too, you know, which I actually genuinely, sincerely did both as a player and a character. He even told me he was impressed by it, and I was. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh God. Are we gonna have drama over this? Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Is this how we... Is the DM gonna be like, alright, everybody roll initiative? Like, is that how this is going? Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. I mean... Okay. Maybe you're just jealous that Technique appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Okay, alright, now you're starting it. Alright. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Okay, I'm getting involved here, I guess. Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Okay, she's pulling out. Yeah. Okay. Is everyone okay? Thank you, Sayori, please. Nope, that didn't work. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Technique started showing up. What? Are you saying she's stuffing her bra? Because I didn't notice a change, and she would have had to do that preemptively knowing that I was actually going to show up, which I'm not sure anybody expected. Like, she said she was bringing a new person, but even you said you didn't expect it to be a boy. So... And, like, I don't think that she just suddenly grew. I think that's all in your head. And I don't know what's going on here. And yeah, she's just covering herself. Okay. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh, and they say it together. Cool. Something they can agree on. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. It's like, mannequin man. Technique? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Her writing style was kind of simplistic. It was vague and deep. Yours was beyond simplistic. I would go as far as to maybe describe it as basic. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? And yeah, you say, you're like, but there's actually this meaning and that meaning, and even though you're putting it so plainly. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. I felt like I had to figure out your meaning a lot harder than I had to for Yuri, but whatever. Help me explain that to her, Technique. Wait, there's a reason why I have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Actually, yes. Partially, it's because we love to appropriate things. We just take things from other languages and we're like, we don't have a word for that. Let's save ourselves the time of making up a version of it like other people do. Let's just yoinks! Whoop, 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 whoop. Put it in Webster's and we're good. But while we don't have a lot of words for things that aren't necessarily as culturally relevant, or as many words for things that aren't as important or significant to us, like, I know that the saying goes like, oh, well, there's like 5 words for snow or something in the Inuit language or something. And it's like, I don't know if that's true, but it would make sense. It's like, there's different types of snow, bro. It's like, at this point, yeah, no, we totally do. But they're like scientific words. You know, the type of snow itself is. But they already thought about that because snow is a little more important and relevant to them than it is to, you know, Americans. There's a reason why, yeah. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. I don't agree with that. And this is where I would just be like, fuck it, I have nothing to lose other than maybe upsetting both of them. But possibly I can make this work. And I would say, Yuri, I just wanted to say this. Your last statement, I have a slight disagreement with. Only in the sense that it's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. It's like, and I have 3 years of interpretive dance that disagree, and then just do that, and they'll probably just ignore you and think you're a freak. But it might diffuse the situation, or maybe through the power of interpretive dance, you can get them to stop fighting by expressing, I don't know, whatever you need to that will make it stop. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourselves, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Technique? I keep getting called, but I don't get the answer. Well, how did I get dragged in this first place? They kept dragging you in, you just kept not actually being able to do anything, and I don't really get choices. At least not thus far, other than who I talk to first. I get to choose the poem. Not sure how important or meaningful it was, or what difference it made. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna... I can phone a friend and say, help me, Sayori. Which honestly seems like the best move, but would be favoring her, which probably won't diffuse the thing. I wrote my poem with the intention of aiming it at Yuri, as far as I could, you know, and words got used from each of the people and didn't really like, you know, it was sort of spread around. I liked Yuri's poem the best, and I didn't like Natsuki's as much, so I'm gonna go with Yuri. I'm gonna make a choice. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. Bep, 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 bep. Calm down, Zippy. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. Did you take her seriously? I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. Even though her whole personality is based around cute, even though she's, like, always just auto-aggro. At least at me, or just in general, but whatever. I feel like this is the same dialogue no matter who I chose, but it matters points-wise towards the outcome of things. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. See? She's the first to say she's sorry even though she didn't start it. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. And I think you did. Like, you started the claws. And once you started the claws, you got them in return. In my opinion. Yuri means well. And if you just told her how you felt, then this would have happened. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. Feels more like you went out of your way to attack her, but okay. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. Look, if you're gonna hit somebody, just hit me. It's been a long time coming. Come on, let's just get it over with. You know you want to. Who knows? I might like it. Fuck it. It is what it is, man. Let's just do it. Right in front of everybody, right here, right now. Just suck it to me. I don't know. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Ah, that hurts. They had to put it that way. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure, which... I mean, both their personalities doesn't make sense. If somebody has to lose, both of them are gonna negatively take it. She's gonna be angry, the other one's gonna feel super victimized and depressed, and, you know, it's not a win. There's no win. I ended up feeling even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Look, this seems like pretty standard tsundere behavior. I don't know why everybody's like, let her a second, it's fine. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem in her hand and throws it in the trash. See, now you gotta go pick it up out of the trash, kind of uncrinkle it, and then quietly give it back to her, you know. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at the desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. It's like... No. She basically stood up and was like, we're doing this now. And she fired the first shot. She refuses to admit that, but that's basically what happened. You guys can disagree and have different opinions and writing styles and all that stuff. But you didn't get mean until she got mean first. And I feel like she was mean to you a few times before you even retaliated like that. You like just took it for a while and then you're like, alright, Munchkin, that's enough of that. I'm not having it. I can crush you with my boobs. Do you understand me? Like, nah. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, Alright, I believe you. I mean, honestly, I like my character right now, and he's saying the thing. That's cool. Thanks. Thanks, Technique. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. Were you not before? That's a little hurtful. But maybe I'm misreading that. Or, it's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about you know, I would never do anything so shameful. Like, stuff your bra? Or wear a padded bra? Or... I didn't notice a difference, and I feel like I would have. Now, your current position right now makes them look a little bigger, but I think it's more of a matter of body posture. And you didn't spend as much time in this position, and it's not like I was sitting here trying to memorize the cup size. I'm not one of those guys that can just be like, yeah, that's this, or whatever. I don't know that well. I'm not good at that. You really didn't have to say that, but I see how, like, from a feminine perspective, you would want to, like, kind of, you know, unsully your honor. So, what thing did... Yeah, let's just do that. What thing did Natsu... well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. See? Yeah. Tea makes things better. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Alright, we got a little thing that took a minute. We got like a screen wipe, so I'm gonna end this one. That was not exactly fun, but it was just like a small amount of drama, but more intense than the game has done so far, and not really what I wanted, but I like the choices. I made a choice, and I stand by it, so yeah.